Hi again, I'm Justin, and if the video I did some time back, I told you guys that I was going to be doing a video on how to do dreads, sponge dreads. But basically, what I'm going to do is just going to be curls because dreads would be like when the video now started locking or something like that. So I've just washed my hair, yeah, and I did a tutorial on how to wash your hair, have it healthy with products that will help your hair grow, open up your pores if you have dead skin, basically just keep your hair natural and all that. So I'm not going to repeat that. If you want to know how I washed my hair, please look for that tutorial. It should be one of my first tutorials. Actually, this is my second tutorial. Yeah, and then this is on spot dreads. So what will you need? You will need a towel. Before I was using you see the towel, it's white. I hate white, by the way. Basically it's black, then white is my second. So I think I second like white. Get a wet towel like this, facial towel. Should be a fiber towel, yeah, fiber towel. Basically any towel will work as long as it's a fiber towel, just like this, okay? But some towels are not fiber towels. You should be able to differentiate. This will go for very cheap at the mall. You can even buy them in a dozen. I bought this at 1,000 shillings down in the street somewhere in the market or something like that. But you can get them at the mall, a dozen, wholesale, something like that. Very, very cheap. This goes for 1,000 shillings. But I could go for 500 if you bought them in a dozen. I only bought one. So this is the type I wanted and then had it in white. Till I hate white. Like white, semi-white, whatever. So you're gonna have, you get this and then you will need olive oil. Always use olive oil. Always use olive oil. It's the best. Olive oil is getting ready to buy another one. And you will need raw shea butter. You could actually have shea butter in a container. You could buy it in a container. I went to the market and cut it, got the raw thing, cut it and really scraped it off. I like natural stuff, so I try my best to go for all raw natural. So that is all that you will need basically, and you'll need your hair, which has been washed. I know my hair is short, but trust me, when I'm done, oh, I have a message. Hold on a minute. But trust me, when I'm done, you're gonna love it. I'm gonna look hot. Yeah, so what you do, you get your towel, you wet it. This is already wet. Some people, it depends, some people it works without wetting your hair, but mine, yeah, it doesn't work. Like it would be hard, it will still work, but it would be hard to do it without a wet towel. Some would have a dry towel and at the same time, but instead of wetting the towel, they wet the hair, so it will be a bit wetty, kind of. My hair starts to feel dry. I might have to wet it after some time in case I'm having issues. But yeah, so I get the shea butter and the olive oil. You put it in a saucer kind of like this. Since the raw shea butter is kind of a little bit of solid, you're going to need to melt it, like melt it so that you could be able to put it in your hair freely. So I poured some drops of olive oil. The olive oil comes in a drop kind of thing. Look at your hair. If you have a lot of hair, you need a lot of oil. If you have little hair, basically you want to go to the scalp. But if you have a lot of hair, you'll need a lot for it to actually finally reach the scalp if you're using your hand. But if you're using a towel like this, it should be easy. You wouldn't need that much. But you could tell. You'll just tell as you apply it on your hair. You put it in the saucer and you melt. You put the raw shea butter and the olive oil. It's going to help your hair grow much faster. Moisturize it and oil it. And oil it. So it should be looking like that. I hope you're seeing it. I hope you've seen it. Yeah. And you're good to go. So what are we going to start with? You have your wet towel. You're going to start rubbing in a clockwise kind of motion. Yeah, clockwise kind of motion. So I just rub it. Anyway, it can be clockwise or anti-clockwise. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it could be clockwise or anti-clockwise. You have to remove this. It doesn't really matter. You know, if the towel is actually dry, it is going to be quite hard for you to get the hang of it, you know, because it will keep slipping off. And if you're using a big towel, it's worse. It will keep slipping off, you see. Calls are coming. Yeah. Anyway, before I was using a sponge. You know, there's a reason as to why they call things what they are. Like, there's a reason as to why they call sponge dreads. Yeah. Basically, there's a reason. Because they use a sponge. I will do another tutorial on the sponge dread, though I won't necessarily use it on my hair, but I will do another tutorial on the sponge dread. Now the reason as to why I am not sticking to the sponge is because the sponge dread has a limit. Yeah, when your hair reaches some kind of height, I'm not sure what kind of height it will reach for it to stop working. But for the towels, if you're a person who's really into doing, if you want to use this method to do your dreads as your hair gets longer, like I'm going to do, if you watch other videos, you'll realize that people who have been using this method for years and they have over 12, 15, 20 inches of hair, and this is the same thing they use. You won't need to keep using your going to a lock nutrition to actually do the locking for your hair. You won't need to do that. Yeah, seems to be coming. Yeah, you'll get the hang of it. Sometimes you'll forget which direction you're going to, because you cannot have different directions. Remember, it's like you're locking your hair, kind of, so you cannot have it rolling in different directions. You see, it seems to be coming up. Well, I have a problem with the top of my hair. I haven't got a reason as to why that is happening, but when I get a good reason that explains it, I will tell you too. But everybody else has that same issue. You know, before I started this thing, I was kind of watching those videos on YouTube. Yeah, and all of them had that same issue. But with time, it clears off and it starts locking. As you see, it's kind of having issues with locking up. I can't see, I'm almost blind. Having issues with locking up. Yeah, issues with locking up. Maybe I should wet it some more. You know, my hair would look like it's uncombed, kind of, but I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you think it's kind of like 1-1 now. Yeah. So before, it was the sponge dread that was actually doing this for me. The sponge is what I was using. But it seems to be working out fine. Yeah, of course you expect some hairs to come off from your hair. It's automatic. Now, as we do this, you shouldn't forget that the reason as to why we haven't put the oil first is because what? The towel is coming off. Just because we want the oil to go into the dreads at the same time the scalp. So you cannot want it to go into the dreads when you haven't done the dreads right. You can also just use this if you want to just have curly hair. Yeah, the curly hair, you won't have to do it this much. You would use the gel. Just get gel, put it in your hair, like curly gel. You put it in your hair and use that basically. You should get the sides right. Hold on, I have a call. I think I'll just eat that. I'm doing a video. You don't have to wrap. Don't press it so much. I have friends who seem to think if you actually press it, it will make a difference. No, you don't need to press it. Just do the wrapping and wax out. Do it for around 15 minutes or so. If the reason as to why I keep untying my sponge dreads is because I'm waiting for a specific size. Because you know, the shorter your hair, the smaller the locks will be, you know. And before I had really smaller locks than this. So when I finally get that size, this time whenever you wash your hair, you want it to comb it. You will just continue curling, and as you're washing your hair, of course, you'll have to wash it in the same motion as rub it in the same motion as you're rubbing your hair. Since mine is clockwise, when I'm washing my hair, let's say this is my hand. Yeah, it's my hand, by the way, and this is the soap. Yeah, the soap will be on my hair, and you just wash it clockwise to keep the same motion. It prevents it from unlocking. But as I said, washing your hair, you should have a routine for washing your hair. You should have a routine for actually washing your hair. I think we're good to go. Let me put on my specs and check it out. Let me see. And I think we're good to go. Yeah. So this is it. Yeah. This is it. Let me turn so that you could see the back. Yeah. So this is it. The more you keep doing this, sorry, my battery has issues. Yeah. So this is it, basically, but there's some parts that still need to be worked on. The first time it won't be that easy. Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. The first time it will not be that easy. As you can now realize, you don't actually need to go to a salon to have this done for you. But if you're a person who likes it done in a salon kind of way, I will soon be opening up a dread shop where you guys could come and get your hair done at a cost. I'm endeavoring to do this so that you guys could actually try doing it on your own, because you can actually get these products in the market. They're there, and there are very many products. If you want to use wax, you can use wax. There's Royal, there is molding wax, there's Jamaican shea butter, there's Jamaican mango lime wax. So you could actually use anything. So you have to keep touching your hair to see what you've missed out, the parts you've missed out. As I say, the fronts, you're gonna have issues with your fronts. We just add a little water. Just add a little water into the towel. Well, the towel is clean because I've just washed my hair. Yeah. But every time you need to do this, you won't need to wash your hair. You can do it even when your hair, because you don't have to wash your hair every day. I don't know what would happen if you wash your hair every day. I think it would keep on untying. But you're gonna have to do this if you're looking at having them neat. You're gonna have to do it every day. Yeah, every day. But if you're looking at having dreads, and this is the final size that you want your dreads to look like, you will have to do this between 5 times a day if you can, because you remember you want them to lock. So you'll have to do that as frequent as possible. Yeah. And this is a very easy thing to do. because once you do this the first time, the next time it'll just take you 5 minutes, as long as you've grasped all the areas you might need to grasp. Yeah, stir is taking like long. So let's put the oil. These top parts have issues, so don't be surprised if it doesn't actually lock. It just gets a curly kind of effect, which is fine, because with time that will change. So let's put the oil and mix up my oil here. Yeah, I mix up my oil. So I get the oil. Some guys put the oil in their towels. It's gonna stain the towel, I should warn you. The oil has a smell. If you're going to buy your shea butter from a supermarket or from a cosmetic shop, there it's fragranced, but if it's going to be like real raw like mine, well, it's not gonna be that fragrance. It will just smell raw shea butter. Guess I gotta put this in the towel to get that whole feel. Yeah, first time you're gonna rub it for a very long time. Yeah, but I'm having issues with this side. You know, a disadvantage with using a towel is that, let's clean that off, get all that oil there, is that the first time it won't be that efficient. And the advantage with it is that you can use it even if, as long as you set it short, you can use it once your hair locks up and it gets longer, it doesn't have a height limit, you can use it forever. I think I'm going to stop here. Yeah, and let you guys, you've seen the basics. I think I'll post another video on to show you how it turned out. Yeah, show you how it actually turned out. Maybe I could pause and continue. That is also possible. Yeah, this part is having an issue, having a problem. Oh, seems to be coming up. I'm left with the middle. Yeah, cover the back too. Get done with the back. So I'm gonna put this on my head like that. Will make a difference. So this is it. You put the oil in your hair. You can feel it. You can feel the oil there. See? Yeah, basically this is 100. That's how it's done. If you have any questions, please ask in a comment down there. You could send me mail to my email address, Clay-Justine Oketa. It is KLEYJUSTINE OKETA. I'll know, because you have to just put the subject as question. Question dreads, question, it depends on whatever tutorial you watched and you needed, or whatever topic you need help on, and I will get back to you on that as fast as I can. You can also post questions on my page, though it might take quite long for me to get that. Mail will be best. Comment down there, subscribe. More tutorials are coming up. Yeah, more tutorials are coming up on skincare, on hair care, dread care, basic stuff you can do to actually get off some health issues off. Yeah, I'm sharing everything. You know, I'm lucky to have a dad who is like a genius. He knows everything, but I guess everybody says that about their dads. So it wasn't for him. These things I wouldn't be able to tell you, but he told me, and yeah, basically that's it. So if you have any questions, ask. Next tutorial will be to show you how it turned out, the complete thing, how it looks like. I'm still gonna work on it. It takes time. Another thing is you should be patient, especially if you're not doing this to just get a curly effect. You're doing it to get the dreads. You have to be patient. I'm a person who's not patient, but dreads has taught me to be patient, very, very patient. So that's the end of the tutorial. Clay Justine, Clay, peace. I'm out. Have a nice time.